Okay, let's fucking do this. So, let's turn off this fucking music. Wait, yeah. Okay, music's down. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go with the matchups first. Top lane is Aurelia versus Garen. Now, I'm actually not sure how this lane goes. All I know is that Garen is breakhead as fuck. And it's basically whether he can hit the silence first or whether she can stun him first. Pretty uninteractive matchup. He doesn't have very much hard CC for you, and you don't have much CC either, so really this can be pretty fucking hard to gank.
30 seconds until minion spawn.
What a beast. Mid lane is Malzahar versus Lux. Malzahar's level 6 is so fucking nice. Because that's like the dream for Grace. To be able to walk up to someone and just fucking auto and combo them repeatedly over and over while the mid laner is doing damage to them. That shit is the dream. So Priest 6 is actually incredibly shitty to gank because he doesn't provide anything. And you, as usual, provide absolutely nothing. Bot lane is Jhin Vel'Koz versus Jinx Blitz. Your lane has decent CC. Vel'Koz has a slow into a knockup, or the other way around, and Jhin has a snare to follow up with that shit. Also, these are two extremely immobile champions. And Jinx is a hyper carry. Jinx's early game is actually pretty weak. Her early, going into the mid game, Jinx is going to be extremely item dependent. So she's going to be much weaker than other AD carries, like Jhin, who gets extremely large spikes after his first and second item if he builds Pen, which he should be doing. So bot lane is a pretty good gank, pretty good overall. So in this game, bot lane's pretty good gank, mid lane is an excellent gank after level 6. The important part though is that you are playing Graves. You're not playing an extremely strong ganker. You are playing a heavy farm jungler who becomes this just massive dueling threat as he gets items. But that's the thing, you're item dependent. And the thing you have to worry about now is this matchup, Lee Sin versus Graves. Graves' early game is not terrible, but it's also kind of lackluster. It's pretty mediocre overall. Lee, on the other hand, is a pretty strong early game. This does not mean, however, that you should never be invading Lee. Lee, like all other junglers of this elo, will probably be prone to fucking up really, really hard. Like, he'll show up on parts of the map, he'll leave his camps untaken, and this will leave excellent opportunities for you as Graves to go and take camps aggressively and then back out. Let's see how you do. So, it turns out your Vel'Koz is a total beast. And he dodges the blitz hook. Like, he shoots it so hard. And not saying this blitz didn't fail completely, but holy shit, what a beast this guy is. Let's go back to you. That is not you.
Minions have spawned.
What the fuck? Oh, alright, it's 5. Okay. Start Q. If you started this side on Gromp, take note, you would be starting E instead of Q. But Q is fine this game, so let's watch your clear. Because Graves' first clear is pretty mechanical. Oh my god. Pretty late smite, but that's pretty fine. So this is smart, not walking directly up here. But what you could do, that you don't do here is... But where the fuck did your word go? Wait, what? Did you ward this? Wow, that's a pretty bad ward. Okay, future reference, you never want to ward here. Not only is this outside the bush, you can stand right here with your ass touching the the Krug wall, and you can ward straight into this bush without even crossing the wall. For future reference, do that. So this is a good move to ignore this because Blitz is not there. But you're pretty fine to throw a Q in to check it because they do not have Blitz grab and you still have flash. Whatever happens, you can probably get out fine. Let's see if you're right. Wow, that's kind of a shame, actually. This is fine. You want to always E right after you auto. Let's see what you did. Like there, you waste a shell just by doing that. Like, that might have been a small mechanical mistake that you didn't intend to do, but the standard is auto, like straight into an E into an auto. Like you want to be able to use the fact that this thing gives you an extra shell. Also, for future note, I can do actually it's not really that hard, but the very standard clear is when you can do it, you want to do Krugs, 2 red, 2 raptors. You do not need to save smite for red. And the reason is because of your true grit. The way Graves clears so well is Graves basically starts stacking true grit throughout the game, and he keeps that true grit going for literally his entire clear. Like, this game is unfortunate. You make a good decision to skip red because of the threat of the enemy jungler and bot lane, or the enemy jungler and support being here to invade you. But in a standard game, you would go Krugs, you would have no stacks of true grit. You'd come over here, you'd do red, you'd end with maybe 1-2 stacks of true grit. You would come over here to Raptors, you would end with either 3 or 4 stacks of true grit, and then you would try to kite out the camp towards here, and you would like turn around and auto it, and the camp would die like here or over here, like in this general area. And then as you walk over, your stacks of true grit will start to fall off, but this is when you want to use your E and dash right when the true grit's about to wear off, so that you keep all stacks of true grit, and that alone will get you like 40 extra of each resist when you're going through this top jungle. I'll post a short video demonstrating how to do that without a leash in a custom. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, see, you have 29 armor and 35 MR. And you, what? Whoa. This is not how you clear as Graves. Graves really wants to full clear. You go Krug, Raptor, Krug, Red, Raptor, Wolf, Blue, Gromp. You just clear the entire fucking jungle. Because Graves can do that, Graves' clear is so good that you can probably do that with only 1 stack of refillable. Like, you will do this, you will spam E on these 2 camps, you'll E over here, and you will have low mana, but you can clear wolves no problem, even with low mana. You'll finish it off using the last of your mana, you'll go to your blue, you can smite blue for the mana that it gives you, and finish off your clear with blue, Gromp, maybe Krugs, maybe Scuttle, pretty cleanly. You have no reason to be skipping these 2 camps. And like, even if you were worried about mana because when you took blue first, that still means you can go back and take these 2 camps. There's no reason for you not to. You're not a champion that's trying to gank super hard early. You're a farm champion. You specialize in the early game in clearing fast and efficient, and using that to your advantage to become stronger as you push yourself towards your mid game. Also, what? No, do not buy this. You do not want. Actually, this is okay. you're doing the Greaves rush, I think. But I think Greaves rush is pretty shit. Like, Graves does just fine by what is going on here. Graves does just fine right after he gets his first clear because he can go back and get a double longsword. I haven't been paying attention. What's happening? Oh my gosh, you see Lee over here. Okay. And you take advantage of this fact? Very nice. And now you want to get out. Because, wait. Well, when you see him do that, it's kind of iffy to do this Gromp though, because you know that Lee has probably backed. He's probably on the way over. And you have smited. So I'm not entirely sure whether or not you can take this camp in the time they come in. You do go for it, which is fine. That is unfortunate. What? Okay, so it looks like you traded quadrants. What has he been doing that got him to level 5? I actually don't know what he's been doing. Oh, he took his top side. Okay, yeah. So you waste a bunch of time here doing... because the Gromp actually resets on you. But you're still actually behind him in levels because you have not cleared these 3 camps. And the bigger reason is because you did not clear these 2 on your first back. You really need to clear literally all your camps in the first back. This also isn't necessarily an elo where you have to do the special path, which is like take a few camps and then head directly over here, take this on spawn, leave, clear, do your full clear, and then back. That's like a higher elo one that I haven't really looked into. I hear it's pretty good, but I haven't really started practicing it yet. I think it's fun for you to go ahead and just full clear your first time and just try to farm safely on your side of the jungle. So what you want to do here is just full clear. Full clear. Nice reaction. Very good. That's not a very good reaction. Yeah, you probably didn't want to stay right here to back. This is a pretty bad back spot. Like, you want to either go over here or just walk further into base because of the possibility of him doing that. Like, this is honestly too close for comfort. Unfortunate. What a fucking beast. Holy shit, the absolute madman. Wow, prepare to get your ass carried. Also, yeah, you did the Greaves Rush. I think it's mediocre. I don't like that build too much. Probably you won't ever need. You have better options than going this first. You can just go for fucking what? No, leave that to the left. You can just go for like double longsword in the first pack. It's much stronger. Just clear here. You just keep skipping your wolves. Good take. This is too far for you to make an impact. They were bot lane when you spotted them. They know Lee is there. They do not need to fight this. You also do not have an obligation to go and fight him. What you should be doing, however, is you've taken your stuff. You've got double buffs. Lee's top side is completely open. You are even EXP with him, I believe. Yeah, you're even in EXP. But you choose to walk all the way down for something that your bot lane probably won't need to engage. Oh my god. Yeah, and you're still late to the party. All you get is an assist for walking all the way down here. That's really, really not worth it. And you invade his bot side, but your much better opportunity was just to straight up invade this top side, and then maybe go top, because this is a play that there's no way they can contest. Just like this is basically a play which you have almost no way of getting there to in time. And you try to invade, which is nice, but after you see the Gromp is gone, you can go ahead and make the assumption that Wolf is gone too. So this is a pretty inefficient play by you. It results in some unfortunate inefficiency. Same dragon. I actually think this is somewhat risky. Actually not anymore with Blitz gone. But I would also make the argument that taking this dragon right here is worth much less than taking all of these, going top for a free kill, and then getting first blood tower. That is the potential you could have made if you had gone with this other line of play instead of the one you had here. Like, you are trying to go to events as they happen, which is really good, but you failed to realize, I think, what this walking from top side all the way to bot side, that is a time period that's just way too long for you to be there in time. And you need to play efficiently. If you can't, you need to play accordingly. If you can't impact something else. Do whatever you can with your time. I think you just clear this Krugs and back. It's fine. They take Heralds, unfortunately for you. Level 8 to level 9, interesting. This is a terrible decision by your... Okay, I want to point out this was a terrible decision by your Garen, for the simple reason that the enemy had recently taken Herald, and this means that Lee's Song is very much in the area because there's no fucking way an 0-1 Aurelia can solo this fucking Rift Herald. That shit is the stuff of a dream, especially at 12 minutes when all she has is a phage. This provides no combat stats. This basically provides no combat stats. This dagger is fucking worthless in terms of dueling it. Lee Sin is definitely here, and he engages on her like 10 seconds after he sees that the Rift Herald is gone. And then they're boosted as fuck. Let's see, you're level 7 here. Let's say you had taken all 3 camps and helped kill Aurelia. You would easily be an entire level up on where you are. And Lee would be 7.5. He would be half a level down. So while you are still equal in EXP, I believe. Yes, you're exactly equal in EXP. And that's fucking horrible. That should not be the case here. You should be so much ahead of him in EXP because you stole these camps. And because he showed bot while you were topside. But the choices you made have put you effectively behind. Even though you're even with him, you're effectively behind because you're so much weaker than what you should be. Like the reason you're that far away is because you did not counter these camps. You did not go with this line of play instead of trying to force yourself onto this far away line of play. And because you wasted 2 camps in your first clear. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the second time you've ever taken wolves. Your top laner is fine. You just need him to not... Okay, here you need to stay. Here you need to stay right here. If Lee goes on him, you need to E over the wall and you need to fucking kill his ass. That was a pretty bad combo. Holy shit, that was a boosted combo. Let's go over this again. Pink, bad choice. Pink's probably a bad choice. Actually, it was an okay choice here, but You W over here. Ult first. You never want to ult first. You want to ult as a fucking finisher. You're not gonna move the killer, give it up. Like, it's amazing if you got her flash. Like, just help him push it in. Your bot lane's dead again. Like, push this in, and then invade the raptors. And then dash over the wall to here. Smite these. And then immediately back. Let's see what you do. You choose to go, you're not gonna get the tower. You're not gonna fucking get that. Don't fucking go for it. Holy shit, you got it. Wow, I underestimated that by a lot. How long did it fucking take her to get there? Okay, a small note. As Graves, you want to realize that your shells do more the closer you are to a target. So what you want to do is, you want to have your dick repeatedly slap this tower. You want to stand so that you literally cannot move any closer to it. And that'll mean you'll do slightly more damage than you will otherwise. Also, this is a good play. This is a good play, actually. In the tower. But you also want to consider the other one. It turns out that this was better, actually, because you managed to get it in time, which is surprising, considering it was such high health. But well done. Now you just take romping back. Nah, whatever, scuttle. Does your mid have ultimate? Your mid has ult. With how much gold you have, I'd say don't bother ganking. Just wait. This is okay. This is okay now. But you want to stay back here until the minions pass, because here the minions see you. And this fails completely because she knows to back off. Yeah. Let's look at the XP again. Okay, you're actually ahead of it. Good. You're actually ahead of it. Lol. That's pretty sad. Anyway. Okay, now you're doing the mid dance. Don't do the fucking mid dance. Your Graves with a show might fucking god. He's so bad. There's no point in you ever going to that. You wasted like 10 seconds walking between here. And you wasted another 15 or 20 seconds just standing in mid trying to defend when you couldn't. Okay, this is good play. Clear top side and back. Yeah, giving it to him mid there is fine. Yes, take around, focus on take all your camps. Okay, with 1800 I expect you to get Warrior and the beginnings of a Hex Drinker? Oh, that's fine. I missed some shit. What happened? Okay, so new spot. Next dragon is in. It's wind again. Moving around the map is good here, but also you're not taking any camps. You are 2 levels behind your mid laner. You are 1 level behind your top laner. 2 levels behind their top laner. 2 levels behind the top laner. 1 level behind their mid laner. Lee, ignore the fucking Lee. He's trash. He's beating at this point. He's 1-4. He's not doing well. He shouldn't be a point of comparison. Point is, you're not nearly as farmed up as you could be. You want to be on par with these guys. And again, this is still the impact of your earlier mistakes. Like these camps and then these camps. You do want to make the dragon rotation though. Like you can rotate over here and ward around it, and you can either get her free or you can force a favorable fight. And here you should not do crux. You should go over immediately. don't want to show yourself, use that 3 here to the way. Okay. This is fine, this is fine. Now you should all go dragon. Now you all immediately go dragon. You have a ward here. Your Garen is pressuring top lane. And he's gonna get this tower. Oh my god, it's a big sword. But yeah, he's gonna get this tower. He's probably gonna attract some attention. And if they start heading up, which it looks like they're trying to do, you can get this dragon for free. And you take this tower. What you're doing now is you're staying mid. You're sieging mid. What the fuck are you doing sieging mid? You're sieging against a Blitzcrank. That's so bad. If he gets a catch, one of you will die for free.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, look, now they're rotating up. Now you go take dragon. Please take dragon. Yes. Okay. That was a really unnecessary help. You know that? Jesus. Now you pressure this tower. Like, you should have saved your ult. There's no reason for you to burn that there. You just burn it to get an assist. Like, holy shit. Like, if you didn't burn your ult, you could conceivably just walk up and die these guys. For now, get that fucking shot. Please get that. Finish it off. Unfortunate. You choose to finish it up at the wrong time. What am I watching? Okay, good shit, go shit. Go take bot. You're just gonna take bot? Okay. What are you doing? I assume you have something to do here. Like IRL. It's fine, for your topside leave. Did I miss something? Did Lee show?
Next time, more petting and less stabbing. How can anyone kill someone as cuddly as
Neat. Now you can just walk up and pressure that tower. Just take it for fucking free, dude. Lee's not gonna fight you guys. Are you okay, dude? Are you lagging the fuck out? I'm gonna assume that's what's happening. The correct play here is take this free tower. Did he take those? Nice! And then you rotate bot. Yeah, your correct rotation is to just go bot here. I'm not entirely sure what you're doing at this point. Like, this is some really confusing shit. Like, there's 3 of you. You should be no fear here. Yeah, die for that. Oh my god. Just focus tower, focus tower. Now you walk up. He was dead anyway, to be honest. And just gonna, what are you doing? Yeah, this is unfortunate. You realize now how item dependent you are, right? You've got 2,400 in the bank, and you're oob. You're not gonna really do anything here realistically. Like, you're probably not even gonna be able to clear efficiently. I would just back and do a full clear from top to bot. Why? You have Hunter's Potion. Wait, what? No, do not get this item. This is a huge waste of gold. Raze's clear becomes just so abnormally fucking good. He doesn't need potions ever. And as long as you don't spam, you should have basically no mana issues. Like, this is a waste of 250 gold. Because that's the upgrade from the gold, right? Spine and spread is always a waste at this point.
Next time, more petting and less stabbing.
Yeah, it's good to just ditch him. Take this. Go clear, back, spend your fucking gold, please. Oh right, dragon, I forgot that existed. Okay. From here on out, the mistakes that you make are going to be all macro play, and those I'm not really interested in. What I am interested in is how you play as a Graves jungle. So let's look at you again. You versus Lee. You versus Lee. Let's look at the experience. You, 12, a little bit of experience. Lee, 12, a little bit of experience. You, 1-1-5, winning team, 4 towers to none. Lee, 1-5-5, 0 towers. There is no conceivable fucking way he should be the same EXP as you are. No fucking way. That's actually unacceptable. Like, the main points I want to make out of this game are what you did earlier. Your failure to take these 2 camps in your first clear. I'll demonstrate that with us, like a 4-minute video or something, right after I finish this one. And then this, the counter jungling. Whenever you see him, counter jungle as much as you can. Like, you try, but you need to learn to sacrifice some plays on the other side of the map so that you can go do a play that you'll actually likely have time to do. Like, this mistake, like, it's one mistake, but it is your biggest mistake of the game. Like, from here on out, it doesn't fucking matter what you do. Your top lane, all your lanes are smashing. It is on you entirely that you are not extremely ahead of the enemy jungler. Like, your build is fine for now. The Death Dance later is like okay. It's either Death Dance or Bloodthirster. Either one's fine. Your build is good up till now, except for this. This is a piece of shit. And the other thing is, Greaves first is not a very good buy right now. I think you want to go like double longsword on your first back after your first clear, which I'll show you later. And a few more things, reminders about Graves in general. Graves is not a heavy gank, powerful gank champion. Graves is, however, a very item-dependent, powerful dueler who gets pretty retarded damage as the game goes on, with Red Smite and PD and Warrior giving you a shit ton of DPS and AD with your casts. It'll do a shit ton of damage. Like, at this point, if you fought Jinx, you'd fucking insta-gib her, provided you comboed correctly. It seems like you're still not completely comfortable on him too. Aside from that, jungle. Graves places more emphasis on farm than most. It's perfectly fine that you farm a lot this game. I like that you do that. And yeah, at this point in the game, Graves becomes powerful enough to take them over, especially with 3 of your lanes smashing. Like, if you had 1 lane smashing or 1 lane doing well, and then another one going even and another one losing, that's a game I like to see. But here on out, there's not much to comment on because you have 3 lanes winning, because you have a fucking massive advantage in both dragons and towers. Jungling is, so much of jungling is what you do in like the first 15 minutes, to be honest. The rest is general macro play that can be applied to like all members of the team, not just jungle. The role specific stuff happens in the first 15 minutes, and I think I already made my point on that. So that's all I'm gonna give you for this game. Your rotations are pretty decent. Your farm is okay. Your counter jungle needs some work. Your first clear needs some work, and that first clear video is what I'm gonna do right now.